All right, hello, and welcome everybody to our round 6 of our GT3 series. I'm gonna be your host, Faris, and with me today in the booth we have once again Joey.
Hello.
Hello, and a special guest, our very own skin-on-skin specialist, Paul Miles.
Some say he is the voice of New World Sim Racing.
What's going on, guys? I'm so happy to be in the booth with you today.
Skin.
It's been a while for you, Milo, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been a while since the second M2 Monday series, but I'm really happy to be able to jump in today. I would be driving, as most of you will know. I drive in this series, but my knees are busted from Bathurst. 2 Bathurst 12 hours in a row. You know, one last weekend, one this weekend. So
Yep.
Here we go.
Well, here we go. I think you're probably just running away from these moist conditions. It seems, eh?
I mean, no. I had some moistness yesterday to deal with as well. I like wet weather racing. If you notice at Hungaroring, I had probably my best race of the season
You had
last
yes.
week. I've always done pretty well in the wet, so it seems to be a bit of an equalizer for me, which is really cool. So part of me wishes I was racing in this, but honestly, I'm doing the sensible thing and giving my knees a rest.
Fair enough.
We don't do the sensible things around here. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of sensible, Turner's trying to apply for a refund for his subs. I don't know how sensible that is.
I've got him beat too, by the way. When I came in chat, I decided not to share it. I'll share it when I get to the 24 months part. I'm at 19 months subscribed to New World Sim Racing.
19.
I
Wow.
know.
We've had
Right?
this stuff enabled for 19 months now?
Yeah, and it's like a gym membership. I just keep forgetting to cancel it.
Paris is like, damn, where's my third Bugatti at this point?
You know that gym membership that you just, you always have, but you never use? That's what it is.
That's a funny one. Did
Yep.
you hear European Endurance Series 6 hours of Watkins Glen? Oh yeah, this is our Watkins Glen Endurance winner, Mr. Joey, and thank you for following, Ido.
Really? Was that this morning, Joey?
Yeah. So
Well
Chris
done.
and I, first of all, I have to ask, Chris, did I finally graduate to get the eye placed on spaghetti? I feel like this is like a moment of achievement.
Hey, Eric
Hey,
in
Eric.
chat.
Oh, hey, Eric.
Trackalicious. Big shout out to him yesterday. Put on that great Bathurst 12-hour event.
Autocorrect, damn it. But yeah, so we did the 6 hours at Watkins this morning, like 2 days ago. Chris was like, does anyone want to do it? Then he tagged me and said, hey, there's a Corvette. And so I said, sure, as I do. I felt like it's illegal for me to not. And yeah, we thought we were going to be like in the back of the pack. We were in 8th. We were faster than the guy behind. There was only 9 GTs in our split. And the rest were kind of pulling away. And then I touched the wall in the exit of the final corner. Gave us the official shortest meatball ever. I had only 4.5 seconds of required
As you do.
in like 6.5 minutes of optionals. And then as soon as we pit and got that fixed and came out, everyone else started dying. So I went from P8 to P1 in a single stint. And then we ended up winning by 6 laps. It was a little insane. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Turner had something to do with that as well. It's not just.
Oh, he got
spaghetti.
murdered as well in the final corner to add to our damage. But honestly, like Chris and I were talking about this earlier, if you need the most consistent driver, like don't expect a lot of pace, like a solid pace, but super consistent. Chris is your guy.
Chris
He will
is...
get in the car and
Yeah.
just do his
have,
time, take out his laps, and then just carry on.
I have had the pleasure of doing a couple of enduros with Chris, including my first Daytona 24. I think I was with him for the first two I did, and yeah, he's always been super consistent. And even when we first joined this community and we would race on ACC, like whenever, like if he got in front, he would never make a mistake. So yeah, it was. You know, sometimes you're driving behind someone and you're just like, come on, just do one thing wrong, and he doesn't.
Annoyingly consistent.
Annoyingly consistent.
Yep.
Yeah, much like Justin Timberlake or someone like that, you know? Ryan Reynolds, those kind of, you know? Chris Turner, Ryan Reynolds, Justin
Same.
Timberlake, annoyingly consistent.
Chris Turner is Ryan Reynolds, confirmed. You heard it here first. I guess we should probably talk a little bit about qualifying.
Yeah, I guess.
It's moist.
It's moist. And it seems like it's going to be a bit more moist, so we'll see how the silvers and pros do with that.
Yeah, I have no idea what the lap times you're expecting around here are. One thing I will say, guys, I've been driving in every race in this series. I was too lazy to download the livery pack. I just have my own. So I'm seeing drivers, I've installed it just for this, and now I'm seeing drivers that I race with different color cars. It's really going to throw me off next week.
About time.
Yeah, I know. It's my bad. Normally I'm up to date, but for whatever reason, it slipped through. Bruce leading the way in bronze, as you'd expect.
Yeah, and a little slidey there. They both have, I mean, all the drivers have now one more lap to go, it seems, after this current one.
Yeah, Wampler just actually
taking the lead for now. Yeah, but Bruce improving massively, and that might give him the lead again, unless Wampler can kind of take it back.
Who's your pick, Joey, in bronze today?
You know, it's hard for me to put money against Bruce because he's just so damn consistent. And 9 out of 10 times he's going to stay out of trouble. He's just going to put it in his laps and just run away and win with it. Because, you know.
Yeah.
As we see, Bruce has taken the lead.
I'm looking forward to watching the Silvers battle it out and not being amongst it, stressing and sweating in my rig like I normally am. It's going to be so nice just to sit here and chill. So thank you for having me.
Of course. It's our pleasure.
Always.
And as it goes right now on their final lap, all the bronze drivers are significantly up on their times, so, or most of them. So this is going to be a little spicy here for the lead.
Yeah, Buckwalter is on a banger right now.
Yes, thank you for the sub, Stealth.
Good evening, Jaden.
Yeah, good evening, Jaden.
And it looks like Wampler has lost all his time. He was up 6/10. And it looks like a little bit of sliding towards the end there might have gotten rid of most of that time. But Buckwalter.
Yeah, Martinez as well in that Pepsi McLaren absolutely careered through some of those polystyrene barriers at the end of the straight there.
So you're saying that most of the silver drivers are now going to have trouble with braking?
I hope they don't use that as a marker, because yeah, they're not going to be there.
Well, as we see, all of the bronze drivers have completed their laps. Bruce taking the pole by 3.5 tenths, and Buckwalter not very far behind. So it seems like they are going to have a nice fight for the lead. I'm hoping during the race. And
who's in the naughty boys corner tonight for quali?
So we have 414, so Matt Artem, and then we also have Jeremy Story in the bad boy penalty box today.
So 2 silvers. Although Story doesn't. He's not here, I don't think.
I saw him in the practice session.
I don't see him in the list. But Matt Artem is grounded today.
He's grounded for quali.
Yes.
He is grounded for quality.
Oh, story in chat. He'll be right back. We'll reset.
Ah, gotcha.
That's good.
Gotcha.
You found
There
him?
he is.
Speak of the devil.
So 2 silver drivers. Damn it. You see, I should have been out there. That's 2 free spots in quali right there.
Still got to survive the race.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to this. And I have to ask, because it's what I do, will we see some skin on skin?
Oh, a live one today. Most
It's been a while
certainly.
since I've said that. I feel out of practice.
About
So
time.
Ferris, by the way, I don't know if you saw Chris said you have a little bit of static. I hear it a little bit. I don't
Do
know
I
if
hear
it's
it?
because we bitched about you turning up your mic. But
I have turned up my mic.
Yeah, there's a little static. Yeah,
How bad is it?
it's better now.
All right, I reduced my mic a little. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna crank you up my end. There we go.
Yes. I like being cranked up.
There you go.
Michael Lukey, first of silver drivers. That's still on a valid lap? Yes, he is. So he'll be putting in the first of the silver lap times for qualification. And you love to see it. Quite a few silvers on track today.
Yeah, Lukey's really become like I can vouch because I race with him a lot. We often seem to be similar pace, and he's really become a beast in that Porsche.
Yeah, he's been driving it for quite a while. It feels like
Yeah.
he's one with the car.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really has a handle on it. He's also got faster this year, too. I was talking to him. I think he said something in iRacing helped him. He jumped back in the Porsche and gained a little bit of time. So it's annoying for us other silver drivers.
yep, sounds like a silver driver's problem.
It is silver driver's problem for sure. Yeah.
So the first laps coming in, doesn't seem like anybody has yet to dethrone Bruce and the top 3 in bronze, but for a first lap, not bad at all. We're gonna start seeing. Well, we need to see if a dry line is gonna start forming or if the track is gonna go flooded. I see on the prediction it is heavier rain right now than it was earlier.
And it could cause some issues because we did have a race at Kiel Army, right, where the golds and the silvers were not able to do faster laps because of the deteriorating weather.
Yes.
And it led to a very interesting race start.
Yes, I can see that happening, and I can see probably some of the bronzes or some of the smarter drivers that don't want to get involved in wrecks with the faster boys just move out of the way during the race. But
yeah, rain is that great equalizer out there.
I do love rain.
I do as well. It can be chaotic, but as long as everyone commits to driving as clean as you can, especially on that first lap, then it can lead to some fantastic results for people that might not ordinarily get them.
For sure. I feel like I when it comes to rain, I'm not a huge fan because I drive the McLaren that doesn't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've done a couple wet races in the BMW, and I enjoyed it. It definitely is like a really good equalizer.
Yeah,
I gotta
just
say
the
the
chances-
Lexus was nice in the rain. I don't know if they've changed it recently or anything, but that was a nice car in the rain.
I like the BMW in the rain too, to be honest.
For now, it seems that Dylan Sauer is leading the silver pack. But all the lap times are deteriorating Oh my god, that's so difficult to say. Significantly deteriorating.
Just
English.
SD for short. There you
SD.
go. Chat.
Nice.
Just trying to help you out. You know.
You can see Dylan struggling there a little bit for grip. Coming around, was that turn 5?
I've just realised Max has switched to the Porsche. Like he did start the season in the Beamer, didn't he?
Yeah, he switched it 2 rounds ago.
Okay, I haven't run into him on track, so
Well, hopefully you're not running into anyone, Milo.
no. Do you know what's interesting? That Kialami race that we're
Ooh.
discussing.
Speaking of Max, he eats
I was
it.
watching Max there. Yeah, loses it. That corner is going to be really, really tricky because of the drift.
Yeah,
Once
because
it
you
goes
want
through into the
can
wall.
you take it full throttle in this wet
I
conditions?
think you have to lift. I'm almost, but you can't lift all the way, right?
Right.
There's a lot of cars. If you lift all the way, you've lost it.
For sure.
Yep. He's gonna have to get back on track right now if he wants to be able to set one more lap.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I mention Felix Palant? That is my favorite livery of all time in this series. It's like a retro Pac-Man livery.
oh yeah.
I
This is
like,
the first
I
time you're
love it.
seeing it. I've
Yeah.
been watching it.
I told you
know.
I'm lazy, bro. I didn't install them.
You can blame it on the kids. That's fine.
Yeah.
That is a lovely livery.
I love it. I'm a massive fan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of retro games, so I really appreciate that one.
And then I really like Lloyd's Empire Strikes Back livery as well.
It's Lloyd. There you go. I was
Yes.
looking for it just now.
I saw a picture of that one in the Discord, so I have seen that before in picture form.
Just
And
not in
yeah,
legit
it's
form.
great. Yeah, I was concentrating on driving, okay? I wasn't looking at their liveries.
And of course, Dylan Beverages livery is always on point.
Yeah.
Dylan Beverage, absolutely. So, just an update. None of the drivers are green on their lap times currently, so it looks like this might be due to the deteriorating the SD conditions. These are the final positions for the silver.
Oh yeah, we're in a flooded track now. By the
It
way.
is flooded. Wow.
Oh my god.
And the pros are not going to be happy about that. But
Yeah.
let's see what they got.
You know
Let's
what?
see what they got.
I'm glad I'm sitting in the booth today, boys.
Nice and warm.
We're just missing some snow now on track, and or just freezing rain.
As I watched
Oh my god,
Dylan
Dylan.
drift around that corner there, that was great. He held it as well. Very nice.
Oh my god. I feel bad for the Porsches today in these conditions. I feel bad, honestly, for the Audis.
Yeah, you can even notice. it on
Audis
the
already like to
spectator.
do Audi things, and then you add like rain.
Yeah, Carl is not gonna enjoy this. I can tell for sure.
That's what I was saying, Chris. You know, everyone was complaining before we started, right? About, oh my god, why is it flooded? It's like, bro, just go play iRacing problem solve.
The thing about it is, like I said, my favorite thing about this kind of scenario is you could see someone on that top step or top 3 steps that you wouldn't normally see, and that's good for them. It's good for the confidence.
For sure.
You know, you keep seeing the same 2 or 3 people up there. There's nothing you can do, you know.
Yep.
And,
And honestly, this is probably like the perfect week to have your quali ban as well.
yeah,
Stay
fair
in the
enough.
back, let the carnage happen.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So the last time we mentioned that Kialami race where we had the similar thing happened, and the weather deteriorated as quali went on. I actually served my quali ban. I was a naughty boy that particular event, and I was doing a quali ban, and it actually paid off for me like massively. I had one of the best races I've ever had. So you never know. You never know what's
never
going to happen,
know.
and that's the great thing about this weather. Like it's unpredictable. It leads to unpredictable things on track, but We just want that to be a safe-ish.
And a perfect example too is your guys' race yesterday. What was it like the last 5 laps of the 12-hour? It just poured down rain, and everyone's on slicks. Like
That was, I enjoyed it. I happened to be behind the wheel, so I enjoyed it. But it was very, very difficult. Yeah, heavy rain on slicks.
I just heard thunder right now.
I just heard it too.
When is the race? The race is it next day though? So the weather could be different.
No, the race is on the same day,
Oh, it
2
is.
hours later.
Okay.
So I can see on the prediction in 30 minutes it is lighter rain. This is supposed to be, with the server settings, it's supposed to be a high chance of mixed conditions, which is what we're going after.
Yes.
But so far we've been just watching some moist.
Chris, we don't red flag races for rain here.
Oh, I see Carlos Guzman in chat. Yeah, it looks like he's not been able to put in the lap during qualification. So he's going to be starting at the back with Artem.
Yep.
Bruce
Yeah, I mean,
Hopkins with the best lap. Bruce?
Yeah.
So Bruce to gold confirmed. You heard it here first.
That's the thing with the weather. I mean, as the weather just deteriorated so quickly there, and it seemed to get worse right about when the silvers went out. It got heavier. So
Yeah.
It is thundering, but you know I'm the weatherman here. We're gonna ignore that and say it is safe to race, boys. We're not gonna red flag this.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, as
Well,
we watched-
there's too much sponsorship money at stake.
Yep, there's too many Bugattis on the line for fares right now for us to red flag it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we really have to, if it is completely flooded, feel free to hit restart once or twice at the beginning of the race session. But
Sandbags Inc. paid a lot of money to rep this race, although the
yeah,
CEO is not out there today.
I guess the question is how come Sandbags Inc. sandbags are not stopping the track from being flooded? That is their purpose.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have some QA issues.
yep. I just watched Carl miss the braking for turn 1 and just go back to the pits. So needless to say,
Who's
he's
in
having some
charge
trouble.
of the Twitch notifications, by the way? Is that you, Ferris?
We have it on a timer.
Yes. So there's Eric very kindly pointed out to me that our it says find our current series and on-off events over on the sim grid. Is that supposed to be one-off events?
We're very professional.
I'm just pointing it
it's
out for
on-off.
future reference.
Who invited this guy in the booth?
Like on-off events. So like maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't.
I mean, isn't that like New World to like T though? Like.
Listen, Eric pointed it out from Trackalicious there, and I just thought I'd bring it to your attention. You know, I'm not attacking. Just trying to clean things up.
Milo in here trying to start beef.
Listen, I
know.
bought a broom with me. I'm sweeping up. Okay.
He's like, what the hell have you done to my booth? Absolute mess in here.
So the pros, yeah, I mean their times are way down.
Yep.
Yep.
And oh my word, who's that just went for a spin? That was Funk. In the Crazy Rabbits Audi, just went for a nice drift.
Speaking of them, they was it P3 yesterday in the Jag, like Giga Chats.
Those guys
David
were
Funk and
flying.
them?
Yeah, they were flying. So apparently that car has really good top end, like straight line speed. And
The Jag,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, obviously a good team of drivers behind the wheel as well. But yeah, they were really good yesterday.
Yep. And so
yeah,
is the
Chris,
Aston.
blame us. It's all our fault.
Funk has just lost it again. There, it looks treacherous out there.
This looks rough, man.
Yeah, it does. I can't even see the cars. It's a big fog.
Yeah, there's not even fog in this game.
I know.
So like,
I feel like the voice chat right now is just a bunch of good thing we have 2 drop rounds. I feel like
mean-
that's the conversation going on in there right now.
Look at Nicholas.
What is going on?
Isn't that lovely?
insane.
Yeah, Nicholas driving with his hazards on and drifting some of the corners, as you do.
But he's also cheating with his bonnet cam, so he can just like not worry about the actual rain itself.
I'm interested to see if Hutch gets a valid lap in because he drives like it's wet when it's dry. I don't know if you've ever seen him driving, like
Oh my god!
seesawing the wheel like crazy.
Yes, I have.
I think we were talking about this last week, right? They're like an onboard with Hutch, and it's just like, bro, how are you driving straight with that?
Yeah,
much
and he is so fast.
I don't
as
know
well.
what you're talking about because I said nothing. Those who know, know. Yeah, everyone is having a really rough time out there. Even Nicholas can't seem to get a valid lap in. Mike Jackson currently on a yellow flag. Oh, sliding off.
Yeah,
That
he
is
just
rough.
that right-hander
And Carl just
onto the
lost it.
onto
Trevor
the
just lost. Oh my god!
that right-hander onto the oval section. I don't know what that corner is called, but yeah, that corner is going to be in this weather. It's and the Honda as well, because when you lift in the Honda, it just wants to disappear on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rain will be decreasing indeed after they're done.
Yeah.
So it looks like Trevor
So
had to cancel his lap pretty much.
well, he locked up and lost it.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you just make sure that Artem and the Story are both disqualified so that they're at the bottom? Because it
Oh,
seems
yeah,
like not everybody's gonna set their lap times.
what's the thing?
DSQ? Car number?
Oh, it was DQ/DQ.
I don't know. I'm supposed to know. I've been disqualifying everyone in our Monday
Oh
races.
shit. What's the server admin password?
I don't know.
Pro things.
Oh wait, I got it. You gave it to me. What's the shortcut though? /admin, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the only one with a green lap time currently is Funk. They all have 1 lap to go. Now it's just to make sure that all the drivers that don't have the quality ban, even if they don't put in a lap, are above.
Can we just, again though, fan favorite Bruce Hopkins on pole position at Indy? This is great.
Bruce
I'm
Hopkins.
so happy for Bruce.
And it looks like all the pros are clumped up together. None of them have managed to get a decent lap in. Yeah, that is treacherous.
Yeah, so Brandon Mayer with the fastest lap of the pros so far, and then Rivera, who's been battling with Nick Weekly, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, currently Funk just slides across the screen there.
I mean, you guys are saying this weather looks rough, but honestly, this just looks like another summer afternoon shower for us down here in Florida. So, you know, this is the norm.
Oh, yikes. Well, good luck to everybody. Well, hopefully the rain the rain starts. Wow, the race starts dry.
Let's
that
find
looks,
out. I'm excited already.
I am excited.
Yeah, let's
as well.
go. So we got Bruce Hawkins sitting on pole, Ryan Wampler P2, Buck Walter P3, and then Dylan Sauer rounding out the second.
Now
Row.
I'm not expecting. I mean, depending on the weather conditions, I'm not expecting those three to put up much of a fight as the Silvers look to go through.
Guess we'll find out. Yeah.
I do
For
remember
sure.
it was Chomeau and Hopkins during their Paul Ricard race were letting everyone go through and continuing their fight. It was a spectacle to behold. It was
Yeah.
great.
For sure.
But yeah, Bruce with the best lap of the race or the quality. Sorry. Everybody else really struggling. As Louis put
Hey,
in
to be
chat,
fair, it is sunny when it rains, so it still counts.
yeah. As we move, yeah, it starts flooded. Just hit restart.
It went to wet. Do you want to restart it?
Yeah, do it once.
What is it? It's just slash restart.
Yeah. Did that not do it?
It said that the session restarted.
Well,
Does it not restart the weather?
Doesn't look like it.
it looks like yeah. This is gonna be the race.
You're gonna get wet, boys.
Can't hit drive. Nope.
They can't say we didn't try.
We tried to restart. Sorry, boys.
Wallace, you're missing moistness. It doesn't change the time /day/weather. Well, that's stupid. Where's the reroll weather button?
Reroll weather. Not found. Maybe try restarting once the session hits 0, like once they get to drive off. Yeah, we'll just type it in chat.
But I think Chris is saying it's not going to change that, though.
It won't?
It legit restarts the race timer. It doesn't change the time /day/weather.
Oh, well.
Yes, Stephen, they are all at the back because basically from the second the bronze drivers went on track, the weather just deteriorated minute by minute. So the silvers, a few of them got out there in time to set a somewhat decent lap and mix it up with the bronze drivers, but the pros, by the time they went out, it was flooded, and subsequently the lap times were 5-6 seconds off. Doesn't take much to make it undrivable, so this will be exciting.
Indeed it will, and it looks like it's just going to get worse from here. Yeah.
Let me know where on track you're going to be looking at, and I'll choose a different area.
I will get the turn 1.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Yeah, so get ready for some moist racing, it seems, with it looks like it's just going to get worse.
Maybe it'll dry up.
Maybe.
Oh, we got somebody in the wall right there. That was a Pepsi. That was Martinez.
As I see Joey flying to the moon on the replay cam. You guys are not seeing that, but it's interesting.
Am I like trying to reset my mouse speed here? Alright, we're good. We got it. This is gonna be carnage.
So technically, could we get different weather? Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, for the next 30 minutes, it's heavy rain. So it'll... I mean, after that, maybe it'll change, but...
Yeah. The simulations were saying 60% chance of dry to wet. They start resetting, so... Yeah, next session, they're going to have to redo quali again. We're going a bit too late in that case.
Yeah.
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 What if you set the server up with like a race 2 for...
Well, we'd have to
event?
restart anyways, but...
No, I know. I mean, for a future event, like, would that be an option to give you like a backup?
For these mixed sessions? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Unfortunately, the boys are going to have to race it.
Yeah. I'm jealous. I wish I was out there. I love wet weather races.
And our boy Bruce leading the pack. as all the drivers go for... Oh my god, the prediction is terrible. Yikes. Let's get the dual cam up.
Yep, I've got essentially sector 1.
Okay, I'm keeping an eye on the pros right now.
Get your popcorn and let's see how this goes for the guys. As it goes green, and we're already seeing some 3-4 wide.
We just got
That makes
a
sense,
little
boys.
punt of Hutch into the back of Alvarado. That was just because Martinez, I think it is, or... Oh, and we got somebody off. I think it's Mike Jackson.
Oh,
Mike Jackson, and
I see tons of yellow.
Funk.
Boys up front are keeping it clean.
Were
Was it
those
the
just
pros that had
spins,
the
or-
issues in the back?
Yeah, I did see quite a few of the pros get yellow flag there. Wampler taking the lead from Bruce at the start.
Looks like someone just went off. Getting back on track safely.
Yeah, Brandon Meyer has made the most moves at the start of the race for the pros. He's up to 12th right now.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so an interesting start of the race already. Taking a look at... Wow, this TV cam is odd. Brendan Meyer, as you guys have said, leading the pros currently in P12, quite a ways away from Trevor.
Riviera has DC'd. It looks like. Oh, we've got...
Oh. Yeah, Rivera...
death here.
Oh,
So
I
we've
got Barrett just lost
Barrett
it going onto
sliding,
the
yeah.
oval sideways. He managed to straighten out pretty quick, and everybody seemed to avoid hitting him, which is pretty lucky because that would have been hairy. That's going to make for a great screenshot or a future video of Barrett.
Oh, definitely. As we see everybody trying to make it through lap 1. Bruce Hopkins taking the lead back from Wampler and taking the lead essentially.
Oh, got another beamer off. Show who that was. Pete.
I saw.
yeah. Drew Pete. He's getting back
Drew
up to
Pete.
speed here.
He just, again, they're just losing it as they're coming onto that oval.
Yeah, we're going 3
section.
wide into turn 1. Oh, we're going to back out. Oh, Drew Pete touches the wall trying to check up to make sure he didn't hit Carl.
A lot of little contact happening there.
Yeah, a little rubbing.
Yeah.
So we have someone off
Oh.
in turn, what is that, turn 3, turn 4?
Yeah, Lloyd and Brandon Mayer got into it there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. If I could rewind it, I suppose, and look at the replay.
Yeah. Brendan
Yeah.
Meyer is back up and running, though, at least.
Yeah, so Brendan Meyer was involved in that collision. Looks like he... Was it a collision or was it just losing it both at the same time?
No, so it was a collision. There was room for Brendan on the inside, and obviously he's a faster driver. But as he went up on the inside there, the Porsche just kind of turned back in, and yeah, they just came together.
Yeah, as we see...
It's so hard to react in these conditions, right?
Looks like we had a slight contact with, looks like possibly Story. Oh! It's a lot
Yeah.
of bumps.
Yeah, it was Payant and Jose Guzman. It looked like barely a tap, and Guzman was just sent sliding. Oh!
Oh, man.
Who was that? Was that Story just sliding
I think that
and
was,
hitting the wall?
yeah. A lot of these contacts are just looking like wet condition
Oh, somebody
contacts.
massively late on the brakes there into turn 1. I think it was Shalmont in the AMG. He was way too late on the brakes and unfortunately straight into the back of somebody. I'm not sure exactly.
I
who
think that was, yeah, that was Gelson Cruz that got collected in that incident.
Yeah, that was a big shunt. That will be a penalty, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The 787 in the pits. So Riviera, yep, he's in the pits. I believe he disconnected. If I saw.
Yeah, I saw
him
his
go
car.
yellow, and then
His car was off track completely and stopped. So
yeah.
yeah, that
Trevor
does look like it.
Jackson, aka Sakame, on Twitch. He's up to P12 and leading the pros, and has Ryan Cody in front of him.
Yeah. I do believe also it was not a third of the field that was involved in the beginning. It's just everybody stopped to avoid the collision because I didn't see a big contact list. But as we go further into the race, Brandon Mayer trying to make his way back up after his initial contact with, or his slide off. As we see Payant missing the brakes entirely. Pilot. Penalty.
Good luck with penalty review. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a bottle of wine for this one.
This one will be busy, yeah. Bruce obviously was in the best spot for all this, just being at the front with no traffic. Like, it's enabled him just to settle in and just drive off. So now it's up to the others to kind of sort themselves out. And I don't think a lot of the field will get sorted until after the first pit stop. It's going to be a real...
yeah, Wallace, I can go ahead and get that replay going for us here.
Yeah. As we watched, who was that? Ryan Wampler having a massive slide and just catching it without hitting the wall. So that's going to drop him a few spots. Bruce Hopkins just chilling up ahead. The track is flooded now.
Story just lost it. Same corner, going onto the oval section, and managed to recover. No collisions, but yeah, that AMG went sideways for a while there.
Yeah. I'm watching the track predictions, and it's just changing every couple of minutes.
Yeah. Now there is a minus symbol that's appeared, right? So
yes,
we may get the rain ease off.
And the biggest thing, as bad as these conditions are, everybody has them at the same time, so the race is on.
Yep.
You make up your spots. This is probably the best race that you can try and survive and get the most points for your split.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was out there.
This start.
It looks great. Dylan Sauer is leading the silver split. Louis Castro and Michael Lukey with him, all fairly close together.
Speaking of Dylan, loses it and gets stopped right on track in turn.
And he's got to hold the brakes. Oh my word, he's going to be there a while. Might be working. Somebody makes contact. That helped him. He might not have enjoyed that, but that has helped him tremendously because now he doesn't have to wait.
Indeed. I see already people going into the pits. Matuzio with the weird camera as I went to his car.
So Louis Castro leading Silver now for the second week in a row. Yeah.
So I do have the replay ready for you.
Go on.
So I'm not really sure So I'm not really sure. My HUD is saying that Artem is in P28, which doesn't make sense.
Is this for first lap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you can see Story, him, and Guzman are like 3 wide in the back, and Artem just. I think he was going too fast at the start, and just comes up and collects Mike Jackson and causes that little chain reaction there in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Skin on skin.
So we'll be looking at this in the penalty review.
Skin on skin, indeed. Back up at the front, Bruce Hopkins. Oh, no.
Bruce has gone for a 360.
Bruce has gone for a 360. I was about to say Bruce Hopkins still in the lead, and I sniped him before I even finished saying it.
Why would you do it, man? Bruce does not deserve that.
It was not me. I refuse. And
Get Ferris out of here.
Michael
So-
Lukey makes his way past Luis to take the lead after that slide from Bruce. Yeah,
I
Bruce.
agree, Chris. I looked briefly and it looked like he did, but we'll have to look at it further in penalty review.
Yep.
There should be no reason why you're 3 wide at the start before it even goes green. So
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that for sure.
Yes.
anyway, let's see here. So Trevor Jackson slowly making his way up. He gets around Ryan Wampler. So Trevor is up into P7.
Yep. He is indeed. Is Alvarado in P11 now, just getting the spot from Ryan Cody. Brandon
Now
Mayer is
Ryan
going to look to do the same
Yeah,
now.
I think Ryan's just gonna get out of the way.
Yep.
Alvarado's in P11, so he's got that Honda at second in pro right now, and about 1.3 seconds back from Dylan Sauer. So he's doing it. Brandon Mayer is behind him, so he's recovered after the incidents that he got caught up in.
David Funk in the pits.
David Funk in the pits. I did see him in chat saying, "Oh no."
Uh-oh.
Get back out there and put in some lap times. I'm surprised that nobody has left the server yet. We're still at 30 out of 30. We started with 30 people, I believe. Even with Rivera's disconnect, he is currently 2 laps down, but hopefully he can make up his way and keep some of those points. Once again, if this is your worst race, it is a drop round. You have 2 of them this season.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the second race I've missed, so I think those 2 will be my drop rounds.
Chaumont has retired. Did we start with 31? I thought we started with 30. I'm a terrible host.
Yeah,
That's
there was one disconnect for somebody left, right? Early on.
Did he? Beverage,
Dominic
how many
Chamont dropped out. He's posted in the Discord saying that the car just felt undrivable, and he tagged I think Guzman a couple times. And felt bad. So.
Gotcha. We've got
Oh
Drew
my
Peters
God.
in the pits right now as well. He's been struggling to control that BMW, so to the point where I wondered if he even had wet tires on.
I mean, it's not been unheard of that
Yeah.
somebody starts a wet race on dry tires.
What happened to Rivera as well? Because he's
Rivera had
EDC.
the disconnection issue, yeah.
okay. So he's 2 laps down.
As we're on board now, let's see Nicholas's point of view in his bonnet cam. I mean, this is still bad. Let's try to make a move on Dylan, or just trying to see.
But honestly, it still looks better than if you're in the car,
If you're
especially
in
on
the
his like little
car.
20-inch camera. I mean, monitor.
I mean, still. Yeah, a little bit. We'll bully him for that again.
Oh, as always. We won't say the fact that, he's sitting in a dining room chair.
Is that... I see Trevor Jackson
Oh, that's-
sideways. Oh,
Max Sticks. Oh, God.
that
boy.
is a big
What
one.
happened?
Trevor Jackson, was that contact with Max Diggs, and then somebody couldn't... I saw Barrett's Nissan sliding away to and hit him. That hurts to see. Ouch. I feel like Trevor is retiring as he pulls away. Yikes. Not what you want to see.
Unfortunate. Trying to get to the replay here.
Yeah, he teleported to the pits.
You hate to see it. And that is not the best type of skin on skin. Let's see what happens.
That's just...
Go on.
So Max loses it, saves it,
Oh.
cuts right in front of Trevor, and Trevor's just in the worst spot. Barrett had nowhere to go.
Ouch. I'm so sorry, Trevor.
Oh, we got a yellow flag on Alvarado. He is off track right now in the gravel.
Alvarado off track?
Yep, and he's having to rejoin, which he does now. I'm not sure where he's rejoining because it takes a while for race control to catch up.
He's currently in P12. So he's dropped behind Hyant. He's gonna have to try and make his way back.
He absolutely babooned it. There's it's one of those pathetic slow spins if you want to come to the replay.
Bruce is against the wall again.
So sad.
It looks like the same corner again. It's getting on the oval section is just horrendous for these guys.
I'm sure that the camber coming onto the speedway.
Not gonna lie, this has been entertaining so far. As bad as it looks on track.
I mean, it is officially flooded.
Yeah, and it has been for essentially the entire race now. Even like this looks white on my screen.
Oh, we got Artem spinning.
He is sideways. Yep.
Looks like he did Audi things.
Yeah, this is brutal. No more flooded races. This was not supposed to be a flooded race. This was supposed to be mixed conditions. Wet.
Yep.
As it is, Michael Lukey comfortably at the front of the pack was able to avoid everything. And he's got a 4-second lead over Louis Castro in silver.
Was that contact? Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of contacts right now. Brendan Mayer and Ryan Wampler. With Wampler getting the short end of that stick. Yikes. You vote every race is flooded as long as you're watching and not driving? I have no comments. And the rain is still increasing, so... Ooh. This is a race of attrition. This is more attrition of a race than Bathurst is. If that even makes sense.
Drew Pete just went for that drift again.
And so did Alvarado. We just watched Nicholas lose it and just have a tank slapper. Carl Big up to P11. So I feel like he's taking it really careful. Doing Audi things. Oof. Sakame raiding with a party of 20. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry for your incident.
Like Mike Jackson had a spin exactly where Trevor had. I mean, Max had his in Trevor's incident.
Yep.
Up, back and running now.
Yeah. It should have not been flooded. We tried to restart, but it was just doing nothing. I'm sorry.
So now you got Lloyd on Mike Jackson right now.
I'm
Max
saying...
sticks catching.
Yeah.
Ryan is dead? What happened to Ryan?
Ryan Cody going into the pits. Look at this view. Let's see what happened.
Man. Yeah, sorry about that, Sakame.
Yeah. Let's see here.
That was unavoidable, that one. Looked like Max had held it and then it just dived back down. The camber probably didn't help either.
Yep. Yeah, even Nicholas is struggling. Carl Big has managed to make it up to P11. I see Brendan Mayer is in the lead after Sakame has left.
Oh, Ryan got absolutely murdered.
Oh, do we want to see that or or is it? All right, let's see this.
Man, when I see, like, Hutch is up to second in pro right now, but fishtailing through the corner that he just went through.
Yeah.
Bruce is in the wall again.
And so is Hutch sliding.
Yep. It's
this is insane.
Same corner.
Yeah, it
And
wasn't
it's
just
heading
that.
back out on track.
So even Carl there sliding through the second to last corner. This is rough, boys. It is.
The boys are gonna sleep good tonight. That's all we know.
Yellow for Buckwalter. He didn't lose any spots, managed to get back on track in front of Dylan Sauer, so he's the highest bronze driver right now. He's sitting P4 overall. And
Buckwalter, yeah. So taking the lead from Bruce after Bruce has lost it seems 3 times so far. Everybody's sliding through all the corners. This is rough.
This is when you just put on the pit limiter and just complete your laps.
See if you can make it through the race. Just pit limiter on. See how many people leave. This is mental indeed.
Yep. Dylan Beveridge went off track. Oh no.
Did I just miss that?
Dylan, please hold your brakes, man.
reverse.
All right, he's holding. He's holding. We're good.
Saw him try. I saw him on your camera try and turn around and just overdo it. So he
Pete
drops.
currently sideways in that same oval section, looking to move out the
that
way.
rejoin.
No, he was. It wasn't a rejoin, but he was like sat horizontally, like across the track. So
Yeah.
at least he pulled like off the racing line there to rejoin. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, Nicholas almost having the same incident, the same slide as he had earlier. A complete tank slapper.
Bunk is
Drifting.
off as well.
Yep.
In that Audi. I drove the Honda in the wet yesterday.
Carlos
And it
Guzman
is-
is off. He had to slide same corner, going back up onto the speedway.
Yeah, I do see everybody coming through that corner. Is Mike Jackson now is taking it very
Yeah.
as smooth as he
You-
possibly could, but
Like, do you just stay at the bottom and ease your way up into the braking? Because I feel like
a lap on board with Carl.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris has redeemed the onboard.
he does not want to be able to see, so he's chosen Carl.
I mean, look at the visibility that the guys are dealing with.
There's none.
Nick is in the pits.
Yeah,
Oh.
Alvarado has pit in.
Yeah, and it looks like the conditions have not stayed true to the prediction.
Yeah, I mean, it says a minus symbol now, so. Yeah, he's third in class right now, Carl. So, P10 overall, third in class. I mean, the overall in this game, in this round, is going to be really skewed, obviously, due to the weather.
Yes, indeed.
But if you look at the classes, yeah, Carl's done great to get up to third in class. And Mike Jackson, who won't be happy with how the race started, I mean, he's up to fourth in class. So keep going would be my comments to Mike. And
I
then
agree.
it's silver in my split. You've got Lukey
Oh.
leading it, Castro, Robertson, and then Dylan
Beveridge
Sauer.
and Guzman having a little moment together. They both love it moist, apparently enough to be coming together.
Yeah, Sakame, I can definitely see that is. I mean, everybody has been sliding. All right, let's see what happened here.
This is another nothing you can do.
Oh, do you just see somebody? Is that Drew Pete just looking the wrong way?
Yeah.
The only thing I can say about that
Oh, we got
Jose
Barrett.
Guzman and Beveridge incident is point towards the back of the car always.
I think Barrett and Pete have come together right
Oh.
at the.
Oh. Barrett,
End
you
of
do
the
not
lap.
want to be. Oh, and Barrett
Alright.
has decided to return to
Yeah.
garage.
Yes, I have
Expect
seen
that'll
that.
be a retirement.
Oof. What a race this is.
Good thing we have drop runs.
You'd think we'd be able to red flag it, right?
All right, Carl's now 1.1 seconds behind Hutch. And then Brandon Meyer, though, is 9.5 seconds ahead of Hutch. So Brandon with a commanding lead in pro.
Yep.
There was nothing Barrett could do. Drew Pete was in reverse and cutting right across the track and ends up collecting.
Drew
right
has really struggled out there. I've seen that BMW facing the wrong way about 7 times so far.
Are you just looking at his car number?
I just see the yellow, number 7. Yeah, unfortunately.
Brandon Meyer has caught Dylan Sauer.
No, that
Brandon having a hell of a race right now.
Yep. Yellow flag for one play. Looks like he's recovered.
Yeah, lots of people having yellow flags at that oval section, just where all the incidents happen.
You may want to change that Stream Elements timed post there. Get involved in the insanity. Join our Discord.
As we watch and laugh at your slides, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I do see 2 yellow flags on my right. Oh, not what you want to see. Right as we come across.
Looks like Riviera was possibly involved in that.
Rivera was involved in that, yeah.
Let's see. I'll pull up the replay here. Yeah, boys, expect for a long one on Tuesday.
There has been a lot of skin on skin.
I still can't tell if it's ever the real or the soundbite.
Skin on skin.
There's the soundbite.
There's the sound, but it's the same.
Consistency is key, guys. That's all.
Consistency is key.
Brandon Meyer, is within half a second of Dylan Sauer. So Brandon doing really well to make his way through the field. But I mean, there's a few drivers, a good chunk ahead after that. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the second half of this race.
For sure. So the cruise incident, he spun and did not hold his brakes, went forward and took out Rivera.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Thank you,
Oxley, thank you so much for the follow.
So we are down to 28 in the server. I think Barrett's retiring though, is he, or do you think he's repairing?
You never know.
I feel like he would already be in chat if he was leaving.
You never know.
Funk with the yellow flag, but I don't...
There's so much going on and so little at the same time.
You're welcome, Oxley. Glad you're enjoying.
Yeah, so Buck Walter diving into the pits now. Brendan Mayer gets ahead thanks to that. We'll see if
Alvarado is off again. I don't know if you want to bring up what happened there, but that Honda, I mean, listen, I drove that thing yesterday. It's a death trap. It's a death trap in the dry. So, in the wet. You're
gonna get a dub, maybe.
Yeah, so back to our race leader, Michael Lukey has stayed out of trouble and has been nursing that Porsche so far. 5 seconds ahead of Luis Castro, who yesterday has spent a significant amount of time driving in the wet on slicks and doing a fantastic job at Bathurst. It was rain. Mark Robeson currently in P3 overall.
What the hell, Nick?
Doing a good time. What do we need to bully Nick again? Let's see this.
Come on in.
Oh, he is sliding across the track.
La puta madre.
I can only imagine.
As I go back to live, he spins again.
I have a feeling he's going to call it.
Yep.
Yeah,
so his team name DM me for coaching unless I DT. I think he's just... Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need to.
Don't ask him for rain coaching.
I mean, these conditions are atrocious. We shouldn't be racing in these.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
so Brandon Meyer looks for the inside on Dylan Sauer right now as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, I feel like Dylan is gonna let this happen
He did,
without
yeah.
any.
Yeah.
He backed out quite early there just to ensure no issues. Brandon takes that very cleanly and off he goes. So he's in, Brandon leading pro comfortably.
So I've got a nice little train going on here.
This sure separates the boys from the men. Yes, indeed.
Oh, Matuizo's off in the grass.
So I got Martinez, Beveridge, and Buckwalter all on top of each other at the moment.
Wow, say that again, but think about it. Ooh, as we're all on board with Beverage sliding and managing to capture it.
Put the killing his shame on me.
That enabled Miller in the Lexus to sneak on by.
No, that was
Was it
Buckwalter.
Miller? Oh, it's Buckwater, my bad.
Buckwalter
They're both
leading
in the
them.
same colored Lexus, so it's confusing.
Yes.
All right, kudos to Martinez being P15 in the McLaren in these conditions. I feel like I would just be crying at this point, to be honest.
Yep.
He might be, not gonna lie.
So a little sign of relief for all the boys out there that are still on track. It is decreasing rain in 10 and in 30 minutes. Or between 10 and 30.
Yeah.
However that thing works. So...
Oh, Carl Big is off. Looks like he just had a spin.
Oh.
Going to lose a position, though.
he
Still
does
running
not-
P3 in class.
Yeah. He does not lose a position, and I mean, Bruce Hopkins inheriting the lead now that... Wasn't Buckwalter also up there?
I think
Walker
one,
took
one
his
player
spin.
had an issue, right? Oh, he took his pet?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, correct. I'm not even looking at the pit markers.
Where are they?
It's the little one or green sign on the right of their car numbers.
Yeah, I don't see that on my screen, so I probably need to change something. I got it.
Ooh, Buckwalter makes the move on Martinez. And that left-hander after the back straight, the infield straight.
I
Good
wonder
move.
how many people just got now their pressures set up better
Yeah.
for the second half of the race. I believe that would have a big impact on how they drive.
So the gaps are kind of spread out a little bit as we're going through the pit cycle for sure.
Yeah. We do have Jeremy Story, the closest battle on track currently. Jeremy Story and Matiuso. Story gets by, no issues.
Mike Jackson has his hazards on. I'm not sure if he's maybe about to come in.
Oh, I believe
I
I've
think
seen.
he's had them on the entire time.
I've seen so many cars with their hazards on this race. So
This is a perfect Florida simulator. This happens in real life when these storms that literally happen every day, people love to put on their hazards.
Yeah,
It's like-
Turner pointing out Rivera with the fastest lap of the race so far, 52.3.
oh, good catch. I'm not even ever noticing the purple, but
And for those in the chat that are keeping track on that sort of thing, guess who has the second fastest lap? Bruce Hopkins. You love
the
to see it.
man,
Bruce
the
the
myth,
Goldman.
the legend.
I have a feeling that will be his unhindered lap 2. You know, like unhindered,
probably.
no traffic,
Yeah,
just
most probably.
your own line.
Ooh, as we see, who was that? Ian?
Max, Matuizo, oh my word, Story. We got yellows all over. That's that group that we're racing. And Diggs is facing backwards
The
the
wrong
wrong way.
direction. You can't park there, mate.
You can't park there, sir.
But
As
he's
you-
trying to reverse out the way almost.
Yeah.
Be careful with the reversing, Max.
Honestly, can you get DQ'd in AC for it?
I believe so, yes. Don't reverse more, Max.
I mean,
Don't
you
do
gotta give it to him. That's
Yeah,
a
he's
really
trying.
safe thing to do.
Yeah.
That's literally the best thing.
But the
you can
game led him, so that's good news.
do. Yep.
Yeah. Good on him.
Yeah.
He fucked around and didn't have to find out.
He didn't.
Who's someone sideways? Dylan Beveridge sideways in that Beamer. Man, the BMWs are not faring well out there. I mean, Wampla's doing okay, but it does make me wonder how how it would have been to be behind the wheel today.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
Or
expecting the
Max.
Audis to have a worse time. Hang on, let's see what happened to Max. Go on.
Yeah. So he loses it, almost saves it, and then the car just spins the other direction, and then spins the wrong way.
You hate to see it.
I give him so much credit for trying to make that save happen.
Yeah, and that must be scary, just seeing cars come up to you
Yeah.
when you're basically on the braking line.
So, unlucky Alvarado. I see Alvarado's in chat now. It looked tough out there in the Honda. It really did.
Was there another spin as well at the same time as Max's? I felt like there was.
I believe I saw a few yellows going on. Bruce Hopkins sliding, doing the 360, almost saving it. Oh, just making it out in time.
Mike's the only other Honda out there still right now, and Rivera. So Mike and Rivera both still out there.
A rough time indeed for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting the Audis to have a rougher time than I'm seeing. Although I don't want to jinx it.
I mean, if you ask Carl, I think he'll tell you it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you jinx Carl, you're gonna have a lot of angry chatters come in here.
Gelson
not
Cruz
wish
is
that.
off towards the end of his laps, and not going well for him out there either. You got the Dylan Beveridge and Max Diggs now. At least there's a few silvers together on track, so they'll at least be able to get some racing in.
Carl is on the struggle bus. Yeah, the Audi is 100% a handful.
I'm sure the energy in his chat right now is just absolutely insane.
Louis has pit in along with
Carlos
Dylan Sauer.
Guzman has a spin.
Oh.
Oh.
Louis Castro, Dylan Sauer, Lloyd, and Bruce Hopkins all pit in.
So Lukey's still out there. He is just now going into the pits.
Yeah.
For the people that hadn't pit, the gap was 1 minute and 1 second, I think, to Luis. And then Luis dropped back even more. So I think Lukey might still have the lead coming out of this.
Yeah, he may do. I mean, Brandon Mayer is working his way up the field, leading pro. Hutch behind him, but a yellow on Hutch. I don't see what happened. Maybe it was just a slide that he caught.
It was probably a slide. And, really struggling there with the braking, it looks like.
Oh, yellow flag for Beverage. I think he had another spin.
It is struggling, but if that's me, right there, that's it. The car's off. Like somehow Hutch manages to come out of that back on track.
I mean, let's go on board with Hutch for a little bit.
Sure.
Let's just see how how that thing drives. No, I'm not gonna say it, Chris. I'm thinking about every word I'm trying to say right now. I mean, the first few. Oh, never mind. It is rough. Oh.
So Lukey is exiting the pits right now. So Lukey is going to be NP1 when he comes out of the pits.
I want to go
based
inside.
off of who's taken their pit stops.
I want to go inside and see.
Robertson pitting in as well, so that's his stop out the way. He's fairly high up in the silver order. What do we got here? So Lukey's come out in P7 overall.
Yeah, it looks like Max gets the spot from Artem. Artem misses the braking into turn 1, and ooh, a very scary rejoin on that.
Robertson, what happened to Louis? Because Louis come out in...
Yeah, let me...
He must have had a
That
rough
was
pit
shit
stop, I
rejoin.
think.
That was.
Let's see what happened to Luis.
It looks like Artem is again under yellow, so he's having a bit of a struggle there. Trying to keep it on track. I wonder if Artem has dry tires on.
So
why would anybody have dry tires on in this weather? Flooded track? Like,
It doesn't look like he's able to stop at all. It does look...
yeah, like he's just sliding. He's got to be on dries.
Oh, that looks rough.
Oh, Artem's. Oh, yeah. There is that bug in ACC because Kunos things where.
Oh, what is
puts on
that bug?
dries.
And what? Like what?
Yeah, instead of putting on wets, it puts on dries.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely on dries there. I mean, you can see his tires just lock up at the average Kunos things.
Just don't tell anyone from their team that it needs to be fixed unless you want to be banned. That's what I've heard.
Oh, we don't have Rados in the race today to show his team name for you, Sakame. But it's, just in case you didn't know, it is... It's ACC better than iRacing. That's Rados's team name. We all know. You got banned from Aris's Discord?
Oh,
Is that it?
yeah. There was a lot of banning going on for a while there.
The amount of people in our Discord that have been banned from Eris's Discord is real.
Did you seriously get banned for complaining about the driver swap bug?
They really don't want any bad.
I mean,
No constructive criticism in there.
I thought you got banned during the I forgot even what the controversy was. It was recent. It was like last month.
Artem has pit in again, so assuming he's trying to put on a pair of wet boots.
Just saw Carl have a yellow flag going into the finish straight.
He is still on track.
What a cameraman! This cameraman can focus on cars behind walls. This is great.
So Brandon Meyer still going, leading overall, leading pro.
Leading
Yet
overall
to pit.
currently, yep, yet to pit.
Yeah, I mean, so the overall is so skewed in this one now. It's really gonna be interesting to see how that ends up.
Now, I
Yep,
wonder,
Lukey
Milo,
is provisional leader at the moment.
Yeah.
how long would you have lasted in here, Milo?
What do you mean?
Would you
That's
have
what she
quit
said.
by?
No, I love wet weather racing. Providing I hadn't been murdered or, you know, smashed the car into a wall or something and got a stupid amount of damage, I would stay out there in it because I quite enjoy racing in the wet, flooded, wet, whatever it might be. I don't know, I've always enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Hungaroring last week, probably my best race of the season so far. If I hadn't messed up my pit
Beverage
stop,
and
I think,
Artem both yellow flagged.
I could have been racing with Louis for the class win last week had I not messed
Like
my pit
separate
stop up.
incidents,
So
though.
Yeah,
Riviera yellow flagged as well.
taking some of that forward with him. I see in a Honda as well rejoining track. Yeah, this looks rough for a lot of people. Carl going into the pits. Hang on, let's see.
yeah,
You want to show that slide on replay? I got you up now.
like the hydroplaning on the straight is crazy.
Which slide? Carl's slide?
All of them.
All of them? Yeah, so here's Artem's. Artem's is a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Audi spin here, right here. Now you could do that in the Audi in the dry, but it looks a little bit better in the wet.
Good on him for holding his brakes there, being
Yeah.
And watch Robertson, what a like being able to just stop it and dink on the inside there, like well done.
And then Beverages, just a nice little spin here going into tier 1. Quite beautiful, really.
Oof. I just watched Funk bang the wall on the straight twice. He's having a rough time there. And his car looks atrocious. I didn't say anything about Audi's not having a rough time, yeah.
Yep, definitely did not.
It needs to be sunny, dry, and 22C next week. For everybody's, well, to make everybody a bit happier, the conditions for next week is daytime and dry with normal temperatures.
Which track?
We're at Barcelona next week.
Okay. Catalunya.
Catalonia. And it will be sunny, dry, and 22C. Mr. Weatherman has gone to Barca and seen that it looks good.
Practice server will be up tomorrow.
A practice server will be up a couple of minutes after the race is done today.
Oh, okay.
So for those that have not had enough of ACC today, I'm just watching everybody banging the wall going into the oval section before the third to last.
Yeah,
corner.
who would bang into a wall on the corner exit anyway?
Hutch, Palant, and Mike Jackson have gone into the pits. So Mike going in from third in class right now. And Lukey back up into second overall, leading the Silvers. Guzman yet to pit from the Silvers. He'll be the last one.
Yeah, from his last few races, he has been the last one to pit every single time. Barrett, apparently I've killed someone. I believe you've killed Sakami.
Yeah,
So it's wet. It is wet, yeah.
Your second one was not your fault either.
I will be back in 2 minutes.
The second
fellas.
incident you had, if they're talking about that second incident, that was not on you. The one where you left after.
Closest battle on track currently, Guzman, Funk, and Max Diggs. I see the two leading cars look atrocious. They look rough. As Max seems to be trying to make a move on is that Funk, and sending it a little bit on Guzman as well. Funk gets to just go through.
Yeah, they're just gonna bully him.
Yeah. You're gonna lose one spot, let me go in two.
Yes, Sakami, you're supposed to shift. You probably shouldn't blow up your engine.
Through goes Funk, indeed. I believe that was just Funk hitting the wall again there, wasn't it?
That was a little bonk.
Yeah, a little bonk. He's been doing that quite a bit.
Hey, little bonk doesn't hurt anyone unless it's iRacing. Then it gets you people.
Just a quick update. Fastest lap of the fastest lap time for the last lap has been Artem with a 156.7. So not even close to the fastest lap of the race yet that Rivera has placed in. 152.3 at the beginning of the race.
Exactly. See, Chris has the right idea. The wall will help you stay pointed in the right direction.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
I mean, you forget the jelly bean physics.
This is true.
It's not always consistent. Catching up with your race leader once more. So Brendan Mayer is the last one to not pit. Carlos Guzman is in the pit. Brandon keeping it until the last few minutes to go in, and he's still going for another lap. Michael Lukey, 40 seconds behind, so he will take that spot back if he manages to keep it off the grass and off the walls.
Brendan Meyer would have to, looks like about a minute and 20-second gap he would have to pull out. But
yep. I see two yellows Yikes. Jose and
Guzman
David
and
Funk. Wonder what happened there. That incident log
Let's
not
find
looking too pretty right now.
I know, we're gonna be in for a long one.
I'm gonna get some pizza and some popcorn for tomorrow.
I mean Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Sorry. I'll order pizza Tuesday. Now let's see what happens. Can you replay that?
That was wasn't too bad. The move was fine. Funk hit the curbing on the outside.
Oh, I mean that didn't look like a move. It just looked like completely losing it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, looking rough out there for everybody. There's no dry line. There's not even a resemblance of it. It's just...
Kudos to Rivera for staying with it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Rivera getting disconnected on lap 1. Rejoining the server and still within the required amount of laps to get
And
points.
he's going to finish P6 in class, so yeah, not too shabby, really.
Yeah. Our final person to go into the pits, Brandon Myers, with 9 minutes to go. Yeah, that's going to be a decent amount of points, and he is above the 80% minimum requirement of laps to score. Andre trying to make a move on Wampler. Wampler is currently P3 in class after starting behind Bruce. Bruce, unfortunately, does not keep that AM lead and has dropped to second. Surprisingly, he's still in second with all the incidents that he's been having. I've seen him off track quite a few times already.
I do have. So we've got the Funk Guzman battle going on here.
Fucking Guzman. Right. We also have Andre, so I'll go on Andre.
Oh, and I sniped Funk. I am so sorry. Oh man.
What have
He's
you
just
done?
He spun. It's my fault.
Unfortunate. As Brendan Mayer
Lukey
now
up front with a
Has been nada.
26-second gap to Luis in second right now.
is Binala indeed. Brendan Mayer manages to come out in 4th. So very close behind Mark Robeson for the overall podium after what a start that was.
Yeah, and the Silvers have really had it good, man. I wish I was out there. I really do, because it could have been a good one. Because the Silvers started just behind, managed to get through. Unfortunately, Bruce went for a couple of spins, which cost him a little bit. He's still second in class, though, so Bruce will be... I'm sure he won't be upset with that finish.
And Carl Biggs still holding on to P3 and goal as well.
Yes, Carl Biggs manages to go to P3. If we check, the Story has the most positions gained and lost. He's gained 22 positions in this race, considering he started with a qualification ban. To be P5 in class is a great result so far.
No quali gang, man. That's where it's at.
And he is looking at potentially getting a P4 in class. Because he is currently just 2/10 behind Pilot. I'm pronouncing that. I'm butchering that name. I'm so sorry.
You had a look on the inside there. What's he doing? And this section where they come onto the oval stretch is just, you obviously can't push there. We've seen so many people spin there today.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point you gotta be be patient.
Pilot ran wide.
Pilot ran wide trying to avoid 603. That is Dave Miller. And that lets Story gain take P4 currently in the silvers. We'll see if he's able to get... if Pilot is going to be able to try and get that spot back. It looks like...
7, look, oh, Guzman's car is hydroplaning all over the shop.
Guzman wiggling around a little bit there, shaking it.
How to make the AMG even wider.
Yeah, he's...
Slide it sideways.
Where is Guzman? Is that him? No, this is the other Guzman.
P18 overall.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and yeah,
Oh.
the wiggling became too much.
Oh. Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa.
Carl saw his life flash before his eyes there.
yeah.
Oh, that was Carl. As Carl just sees everybody in front of him just sliding around. Fantastic race from him. He's not been able to put in a quali lap as well.
Yeah, he does not enjoy these conditions. But, I mean, he says that, but he's still very, very competitive in them. I mean, he's 3rd in class right now. I think, you know, if he manages to bring it home from there in 3rd, I think he'll be very, very happy with that.
Yeah, we've had this battle for P3 still going on for a while. Brendan Mayer not really able to make a move on Mark Robeson. It looks like their lap times have been extremely similar. And yeah, and there are technically no points to be gained for Brendan for forcing that position if they do end up.
Still-
I need to
Silva's-
stop watching Funk. I just sniped him again. You didn't even say anything.
Oh, no.
Well,
Silver's Lukey with a almost a 30-second lead over Louis Castro. So Silver class today looks like it will be Lukey, Castro, Robertson for the podium. Lukey to pro. That's what I say.
you just want to see him leave Silver so you can have a chance, eh? I do see, right in front of Lukey, a sliding.
Oh,
Lukey evaded it, managed to stay alive.
Oh, I don't even know what's going on. There's 3 cars that are on yellows right now.
Buckwalter had a spin, but luckily he is not going to lose position as far as in class.
Lukey must have had his life flash before his eyes right there with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, it did not cost him too much time, thankfully. He lost a couple of seconds, that's it, to Louis. So that lead is more than enough.
And a drive-through for Guzman. How did you get a drive-through? Big F to Guzman. He's not been having a good race today, Jose. That is. So, yeah.
Pretty much.
You think Jose and Funk are messing with each other?
Oh, Funk going across the grass in my wish.
I stopped watching him, I swear. I swear.
But Milo was watching him.
I was, yeah.
No, you can't watch Funk right now, alright? Like the 3 snipes in a row.
So yeah, the pro split, you got Mayer, Hutchins, and Big for the podium right now, and then in bronze, Buckwalter, Hopkins, and Wobbler. How's Buckwalter been doing in the other races? Because obviously I've not really been keeping much eye on the bronze.
Pretty consistent. He's kind of like he's the new Bruce in the sense of stays out of trouble, just puts in his laps, and has really good results from it.
He's
Nice.
trying to out-Bruce.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Today it might have worked because Bruce is in 2nd.
I'm really sorry to the guys. This has just been flooded and worse.
Wow. I'm sorry, Dad.
Back in the lead for pro, or sorry, gold. Brendan Mayer still leading, not quite able to get to Mark Robeson. Mark Robeson's closing the gap now on Luis. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to do anything on this final lap. I'm seeing about a second and a half faster than Luis on his last lap. Mark Robeson has put in his best lap of the race on the last lap, so it's getting interesting here up at the front. Peter Hutch keeping it consistent, somehow managing to, oh, as I moved to him, just watching just watching
Lukey
him
is
drive.
kind of in a bubble up front. He is just probably telling himself, just get this thing home.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
Just bring it home.
One lap to go, Lukey.
Yeah, he's on the final lap now. Yeah.
No words are needed for describing what Peter was going through right there. Buck Walter leading a bronze split, doing a fantastic job. Do I see that? He's blue flagging a silver driver up ahead of him.
So it looks like the obviously Lukey's done a phenomenal drive in that Porsche, just kept it clean and just put his laps in, stayed out of trouble, no spins, no nothing, which has been great. And then 3 Astons follow him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Aston's fairly good in the wet, I'm assuming.
They're pretty
Lukey coming
decent.
around the penultimate corner.
Oh, and Lukey has
Oh.
a yellow flag in front of him.
Oh,
Take it easy.
No, he's good. He's good. It's
Yeah.
Funk. It's your boy
Yeah.
Funk,
Yep.
Boy Funk.
and there, Lukey
and that
brought
is
it
the win.
home.
Yeah, there you go. So
see-
silver win and overall win for Lukey.
I see Rivera slide in also the end. Is he back?
Let's go,
moving?
Lukey. He brought it home before England could.
It looks
Buck
like
Walter
this...
yellow flag.
Buck Walter yellow flag. Is
All right,
he...
watching Bruce. Buck Walter is back up and running.
Okay, so Buck Walter will keep that spot. Not enough time
For
for Upkins
now.
to catch.
Yeah.
Story trying to get Hutch on the last corner.
Buck Walter almost pulling a spaghetti there. Manages to not take any damage and get it up and running again.
Carl
2 more
Big-
corners for him.
Yep. Carl getting the last spot from Pilot right on the final corner of the race. Finishing
with that,
P3.
Josh Buck
Carl brings
Walter
it in
is going to
P3 in
bring
class. Yeah.
Yep, and Buck Walter will bring it in for P1 for the bronze class.
Great drive from him as well. I don't think we saw
Sure.
any issues with him as well. I just stayed out of trouble. That's the key in these wet weather races.
100%.
And we've got Bruce coming in P2 for bronze.
What a
It
sight.
looks like
of the Army
Ryan
Corps.
Wampler will come in 3rd for bronze, 13 overall.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my my race control going crazy there. What an end to the race. So it is slicker than whale shit in an ice storm, as J.A. Barrett says. Yes. What an ending to this race. I hear donuts happening.
GG's to those boys for getting it done.
Okay.
My knees couldn't take it today, so I was really pleased to be able to sit here with you boys though.
Oh, that was it was lovely. It was lovely.
Good times, good times.
times. Final look at our
Oh my.
our table.
I shouldn't have looked at that. I shouldn't have looked at the context.
Lukey, Castro, Robeson leading silver and overall. Brendan Mayer, Hutch, and Big for your podium in gold. And then Buck Walter, Hopkins, and Ryan Wampler to bring it home for the bronze, boys. And I am sure that every driver on the servers is thankful that the race has ended now.
That was it was something else.
That was an interesting race. So much for mixed conditions. But I mean, overall, quite a bit of action. As we just watch here, Luis Castro flashing, yes, and driving backwards in the pits, as you do.
That was a race, says Tony. Yes, it was.
That was a race. And Tuesday is going to be a bit busy.
Yeah, I'm busy till Wednesday.
I do have a feeling a lot of these are going to be just... I mean, we've seen some skin on skin.
Yes, we have.
Not too bad mostly, but yeah, there have been a few that have been... Oof. Luke, you to bronze? I disagree.
Definite pro now, Lukey. A race win overall, like what more proof do you need?
Oh, well, I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for coming. We'll run the intro video once more, and
yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it again. Thanks for having me in here.
Always good to have you here, Milo.
Yeah, I was pleased to be able to do this instead of drive. My old legs, man. Honestly,
your old legs.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week for Barcelona. Dry and 22C, as Chris has kindly put it, and as the weatherman has found, Barca is going to be. Thank you guys for coming.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. Bye.